Okay, welcome, and thank you for joining us today. We're going to be talking about Blue River organic seed corn. My name is Mac Ehrhardt. I'm a chairman of Albert Lee Seed. I've worked here for 35 years, and I'm still a little bit involved in corn and soybean product selection. I'm here with Jake Hansen, who is our product manager. Jake, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Mac. Again, my name is Jake Hansen. I've been with Albert Lee Seed and Blue River now for 15 years. And I've been working very closely with Mac, kind of taking over the corn and soybean product manager position for about 10 years now. So we've been working very closely together and really helping each other bring what we feel is a very solid organic seed corn lineup to you.
So today, or rather in this section, we're going to talk about Blue River organic seed corn from 108 to 115 day. If you're interested in some of the earlier offerings that Blue River has, you can click on one of our other videos or talk to your dealer or give us a call at Albert Lee Seed.
So starting this section off here with a pair of hybrids, the first one being 4808 at 108 day. This is one of those hybrids that has been in our lineup here for, I believe, 6, maybe 7 years now, and for good reason. I have yet to find a hybrid that is as strong and fast of getting out of the ground as this one. It really is the gold standard on emergence and early vigor. And again, that's not coming just from me. That's coming from you guys. It's coming from the customers. It's coming from our dealers. It has proven itself over and over again to be one of the quickest out of the ground. And in doing so, it gets quick to canopy, and it has overall plant health has been exceptional. The Goss's wilt, northern corn, gray leaf, it moves into Nebraska very well. It goes all the way out east into Pennsylvania extremely well. The ear flex on it has been great. If I could change one thing about it, I would like to have that flex come a little earlier in the season. This one likes to flex a lot of kernel depth, which usually happens in August, late season, because in a dry year, this is one that could struggle just a little bit. So if you have the ability to plant it out west under pivot, you're really going to see a payoff as you're giving it a little more water as we move into the dry months of August and early September even. But other than that, this is one that has been a real strong hybrid on organic acres. Pairing that one up with one that I think probably brings a little different style of hybrid with the 8509 at 109 day. Where 4808 is that late season health and late season standability, or I shouldn't say standability, but late season health and robustness. 8509 is a little bit more of a die and dry type hybrid, but it doesn't give up. I have yet to push a stalk in September and have it just snap over on me. This thing really does hold up extremely well. It's a lot of the same diseases as 4808, Goss's wilt, northern corn, good tolerance is there. I think it is a rare combination, as we say in that first bullet point, of yield, agronomics, and grain quality. This is another one that we would call near food grade. We have had some samples of grain from this hybrid be accepted with grain millers. Semi-flex ear, again, high test weight, as you can see down there in that little yield comparison, competing with, which I think is very impressive, Pioneer 1093, which has been an outstanding food grade hybrid kind of across the corn belt. And here we're right there with it for yield, we're right there with it for moisture, and we're within less than half a pound of test weight compared to that 1093. So we're really seeing a lot of great advantages to this 8509. The only watch out I really have on it is real light sandy ground as we move west. It might be a little bit weaker there compared to some things around it, like the 4808. But beyond that, this is one that does not have a lot of bad habits as far as I've seen.
Yeah, and I'll just point out that 8509 is available as pure seed or select seed. So if you're selling into a market with real stringent GMO tolerances, you should ask for the pure seed. And I'll just take a moment to talk about that. All the Blue River corn that we sell, it has a purity guarantee. We have 3 different purity guarantee levels. Ultra pure means we guarantee that it's 99.9% free of GMOs. Pure, as you'll see on this page, those pure badges are 99% free of GMO, and then the select level is 98% free of GMO. If it has more than 2% GMO in it, we will not sell it as certified organic corn.
Great, thank you, Mac. Moving on, another pair of hybrids that I feel are a really great class of hybrids. These were both brand new here in 2025, going into 2026, very strong. First one, 7611, as we say right there at the top end yield potential. You're going to see quite a bit of it with this hybrid. In zone and south, I'm not afraid of this one. As you push this one down even into Texas, I feel like it's going to handle it quite well. Tar spot, Gauss's wilt, northern corn leaf blight, southern corn leaf blight, it's seen it all, and it seems to be very tolerant to all of those things. If I had one weakness to it, it would probably be lighter soils moving west. If you keep it under irrigation or under pivot, it's going to do just fine. But as we get into those dryland acres with heavy drought tolerant or heavy droughty areas, it's going to struggle just a little bit compared to the hybrid next to it here with the 7813. Excellent 113-day corn. I really think it is a next level for us here. It was the #1 yielding hybrid 2 years in a row in our own research trials, bringing a lot of the similar things to the table as the 7611 with that excellent tolerance to tar spot and other diseases. Seedling vigor on both of these is exceptional. They like to get out of the ground, like to get to canopy and block those weeds from coming. But again, I think the 7813 is a little bit stronger as we move west into parts of Nebraska or even Kansas. I think it's going to hold up a little bit better as we get into those dryland acres. Both of these have had very good dry down for their maturity. Last year, the 113-day was just a touch wetter, but on a 2-year average, they're very, very close. But so overall, both of these hybrids, I'm very happy with them. North, south, east, west, and they have actually gotten the nod for as dual purpose hybrids as well. So if you're not sure if you want a couple acres for silage, you can rest easy knowing these two are going to bring you some pretty good yields and quality in terms of silage as well.
Only thing I'll add is I think Jake has sort of implied this throughout his conversation, but these are really best in class hybrids. We sell these in our conventional lineup, and for non-GMO conventional hybrids, this is really as good as anything you can buy from a big company or a small company. These are just really good hybrids, and we have the data to prove it both internally and from external yield trials as well.
Correct. Last two hybrids that we have here in our organic lineup. First one is 8214 at 114-day. This is a hybrid that's been around for, oh boy, Mac, remind me, 5, 6, 7 years.
I think at least
maybe not quite that.
At least 4, maybe 5.
Okay, maybe 5. One thing that this one brings to the table is kind of, we call it out there, tropical genetics. This is a hybrid that can handle heat. It can handle dryland. It can handle southern diseases like southern rust, which we're seeing this year quite prevalently across the northern corn belt. This is one that's consistently clean. When I get to it in plots, it's always showing a lot of robustness, a lot of plant health, very girthy, flex ears. This is one that we brought on originally as a dual purpose hybrid, and for good reason. It really did bring a lot of tonnage to the table. Decent quality here with it as well. But as we get into the silage game, this next hybrid here called 24 SM15, this is a hybrid that we are calling Silage Master. That class of hybrids here is really bred and meant for silage production. And what you're going to see with these is exactly what you see on the right side of your screen there. Big, robust plants, very, very healthy. Wherever you're comfortable planting 115-day corn for silage, this one's probably been tested there. And what do I call, a lot of times when we talk about a lot of plant has good flex. You know, you're usually referencing the ear. This one really does flex the entire plant. And the way we do that is by typically planting these hybrids at a little bit lower population. You know, if you're planting your normal grain hybrids in that 30 to 36 or 37,000, this is one we really want to see final stands of 26 to about 30,000, where it's really optimized for that tonnage and quality. And like you see on the bottom picture there, that white material inside the stalk is where you're really picking up a lot of overall digestibility within those plants.
I'll add a couple things on the Silage Master product. So we have a nice video that we put together with one of the people who develops Silage Master hybrids. It's a breeding program that's really devoted to developing the best silage hybrids, and the way that they get there is through testing. And it's not just about height and tonnage. It's really about the quality that leads to more milk per acre, and they've got the data to back it up. This 115-day is as good as it gets for silage production in this maturity. It's tremendous top-end yield, but also excellent quality. And you can learn about the things that they test for in order to achieve that quality in that other video, or you can call your dealer, call one of our RSMs, or call us at Albert Lee Seed, and we can talk to you about it. As Jake said, for you to get the best performance out of these Silage Master hybrids, you should be planting them at a slightly lower population. And again, check with your dealer or one of us to guide you through that. I think it's implied in the picture, but in that you see the lower photograph there, on the right is the stalk of a Silage Master hybrid, and on the left is the stalk of a popular competitor. And these weren't cherry picked. We were shooting video one day in a corn plow where we had all these different hybrids planted, and we just cut 2 stalks, and that's what it looks like. I tell a little story about that. We had all of our dealers in one of these plots, and they were like, "Yeah, you guys cherry picked these slots." So a couple of my dealers snuck into the plot without anybody looking, and they cut 2 stalks down. They cut a Silage Master down, and then they cut another hybrid down right next to it, and they came out and they said, "Yeah, you're right. That's what it looks like," because it just looks exactly like that slide. So what you get is more tonnage, more digestible tonnage, and more milk per acre. So really excited to launch these this year. We have I think a 98-day, 107-day, and 115-day Silage Master hybrid, and excited to launch them. And please give us a call or call your dealer to talk about them.